Hello everyone and welcome to another session of the Lusophone Empire campaign. We are back to our financial troubles and I've been thinking, you know me, there's nothing I like more than going into more debt, but I think in this situation only austerity can save us. I was thinking maybe trying to go to war to make some money would be helpful, but none of the people we can actually beat have any GDP, so it would be very little amount of money. And yeah, with 21 battalions, there's not that many people we could beat. Not to mention we would have to actually pay for the war, so that's probably not really a good idea. But yeah, definitely we are slashing all the wages down as much as possible. I would really want to avoid raising the taxes. How is our legitimacy? Oh yeah, there's been some hotfixes in the meantime. I haven't been playing for a few days. Apparently in the newest start, Portugal starts with colonial affairs level 2. But since our colonies are pretty much not growing anyways, it doesn't really change that much. So I suppose we missed on that small little buff. Legitimacy of the government. I mean, we could tank it going down a little bit. So it would be, it's minus 20? Yeah, it's minus 20, so it wouldn't be too bad though. I hate more radicals, but for the time being it wouldn't be that bad, though we might start, I mean, actually no, we are not taxing people in our colonies, except for this one place, because they are not incorporated, so it wouldn't make their lives harder. And people over here are actually kind of chill, I think. There's only 555 people in mild starvation, so let's be honest. It's absolutely fine. What is the... Oh, there's some things I need to take a look here, but in a second. What is the private construction doing? Nothing particularly important. So they still have the money, right? Yeah, they have a ton of money. They will be able to manage this construction. Not that it's really not that much construction, but unfortunately construction also costs us money in pensions. Yeah, it's minimum expected standard of living. And let's actually just see how much of an effect it's going to have. Let's look here. I think I have plenty of dice. Do I have any lead in my market? I'm not sure. I don't. And I actually cannot get any, though I probably could import some from someone. Not that glass is that relevant anyways, so it might stay low for the time being. Do I need this? I think I'm making everything. I don't really need sugar, like a lot of nations do, so that's fine. We could potentially lower those, since those are government buildings. No, I think it's fine. We have okay amount of bureaucracy, so this doesn't change. Yeah, let's see if I can just remove any buildings anywhere. So we have 6 of those. 4 in Extremadura. What's the tax efficiency here? Yeah, it's actually pretty good. And I could remove some traders as well. We are making money, kind of. Okay, so now let's remove some traders that are not really helping. I mean, those are pretty nice. Importing pepper is lowering the prices of it, but it's such a small amount. Let's actually remove those as well. It's not that much money I'm making from those. Tools are pretty important. Exporting minerals, actually it's not that relevant because I am using some of them myself. So I think it's fine. Importing, I think, is more important than exporting. We have problems with small armors, apparently. Let me unpause the game and let it run for a second so I can actually see where I'm standing. Yeah, We are not a major power. I think that's fine. We just have to accept that. It's absolutely fine. This unit I might as well just remove, to be honest. Nice. Could remove one man of war. Let's remove artillery. All of it. All of our troops in one army. Not that it helps with budgeting, but just to make things simple. Yeah, we are having problems with weapons. Am I importing them from Great Britain? I am. And it should be... It's not increasing? Yeah, I'm still... Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on with bureaucracy? Yeah, bureaucracy is a problem right now. How much am I... Yeah, I have plus 20% tax rate. Yeah. That's a huge problem. Guns I apparently need. I think I'd be exporting this. This is really not making me much money. This is decent amount of money though. And yeah, most of those actually are not costing me anything because Great Britain we have trade agreement with. I have to rebuild this. Potentially I could try to remove an institution, but they're all at minimum unless I try to pass some laws. Actually getting some of those would be pretty nice. This one is actually cheaper, so changing this wouldn't be helping too much. This would be ideal because that's something I want to do anyways, but it's probably not gonna happen. Looks like I actually have some possibility of movement in a lot of directions. Maybe I remove the police? Nah, there's much bigger opposition to this. And landowners actually hate it way more than just getting a dedicated police force. Which actually I might just try anyways, to be honest. The chance doesn't look too bad. They are all in the government currently. Yeah, I guess I kind of forgot that with 300 bureaucracy total, it is a problem if I'm missing just 35 even. Can I use maybe some decrease for something? I don't really need those migration attractions just now, to be honest. You know, it's something I definitely will want to do. But right now it's not really that relevant. I can get this somewhere. Just curious where. Oh, in here, right. Good. Those more infrastructure is nice. I mean, actually, maybe trying to get more grain into the market would be a pretty good idea. I have a place that's just producing a ton of grain. I think I just don't have that many buildings. And maybe here in Beira would be pretty nice. I guess I have a fair amount of industry, so let's plant this here. Well, industry resources, I suppose. And what do you need here? What kind of buildings do you have most? You have 3 buildings in manufacturing, 8 in resources. Yeah, I guess resources is going to be fine. This might be enough to help a little bit. I mean, 20% throughput on my most important states. It is something. Could also go for taxes, maybe. Yeah, the biggest problem now is bureaucracy. My deficit is going down. So I think I will be doing the shameful thing and rebuilding this one. No, I cannot increase it like this. So yeah, rebuilding this one, regaining my tax capacity, restarting construction for a second. And it's going to be okay-ish, maybe. see, how much am I even going to be spending on construction? I mean, truth to be said, our deficit is not terrible. Right now we can hang on for quite a while. We have a credit of 5 million. So we have over 2 million pounds to work with. So it's not terrible. But not great either. And the private investment fund is doing quite well. Though we have the highest taxes, we have turbo low wages. We're not doing anything. Yeah, that's just a lot of problems. It's just a lot of problems. Oh, maybe I could remove some ports somewhere. The ports. Yeah, unfortunately we need a lot of ports on level 1 just to manage our different states, though they don't need one in all of those, in theory. So you could maybe remove at least some of them. I would prefer to keep them in the mainland. So Azores, this is an island, right? Yes. So I don't need ports in all of these, and they have just one port. Okay. You win this one, Paradox. Just one port in all of those. Okay. Hold again. And yeah, I mean, frankly, I could remove the port from here. No, that's 500,000 population. Okay, Russia. Sure. We can try to send the investment agreement. Not that I will be using it now, but maybe for the future. That was... yeah, it's... I want investment rights in Great Britain. And they will accept. But the idea is to actually keep it for a pretty long time. This is how it works, right? Portugal, yeah, I have been granted in Great Britain. It's weird that it's here is showing that Great Britain has been granted, and here I have been granted in Great Britain, even though this... so yeah, this icon is for both directions. Can I build in Great Britain? That's the question. Yes, okay, so it works like I want it to. Excellent. If we manage to keep it for a long time, this might be very useful. But we might not be able to, so we shall see. And they are not using the capitalists, they're not doing anything with it, but that's also fine. And no, they will be doing stuff in Australia. And actually, I don't need to... let's get the fishing wharves. Do I need tools? I mean, that would be nice. Getting some guns would be nice. Getting more paper. Yeah, lowering the amount of money I spend on buildings. So it's mostly clippers because I have some imports and weapons. I could try to import a little bit of weapons. Very small amounts though, so that's not ideal. Or the French, let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's barely any unrealized taxes. Okay, let's pause construction again. And now the Brits are instantly going to integrate this subject. Okay. And going for Persian protectorate. Wow. But Russia is stepping in. I think this is the first time I've seen the so-called great game being played out in some effective way. But a new guy, now it's a moderate, and in the land industrialists, not landowners. How are the actual interest groups? And it's not too bad. If I could make rule of folk like me a bit more, but I don't want to strengthen them. I don't have industrialists over here, actually. Yeah? Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe we should... this is painful, but something I have to live with. We're still losing major money. Yeah, let's try switching to... What happened with intelligentsia, though? Oh, wow. Well, that's not ideal. Do I still continue maybe push to this? I mean, maybe. Everyone except landowners would support it. And this is actually better with weakened landowners as well. Yeah, maybe this is a higher priority. Okay, let's see who I can get. So, petty bourgeoisie, royal folk. This would be actually not too bad. Armed forces in. Yeah, not too bad. So I can either go for this or for 5% less in support for the law, but as more stable government. So this would be 11%. What if I kick you guys out? No, doesn't really help. Yeah, I think this is the highest chance I can get, so it's 16% versus 21. And this might actually go... will it stay at 21% or will it go lower? I'm actually not sure. They will be still in the positive, in theory. But I really don't want to go into low legitimacy. Maybe I'll just try and maybe I'll get lucky. This is the plan. Trying to get lucky. And actually I'm still losing a ton of money. Most of this, if I manage to only make some money, then now it's the problem is interest. There's still some construction going. Now it's focused in England, which is not too bad, frankly. Like, effectively, there's not that much of a difference between us building in our colonies than it is in building in Great Britain. And in theory, buildings in Great Britain would be even more beneficial. They should be making more money. And, well, of course, we miss out on stuff actually going into our market, but that's... Right now, it doesn't really matter much. Yeah, this might be pretty nice if we manage to keep this right to build in Great Britain. And where can I see? I don't have the mod that allows you to see where your buildings, how much you... Oh. Success, okay. How much you own in what nations. I remember there was a way to check this somewhere. Well, they like me, that's good. I know. This is going to be interesting, but I'm pretty sure Great Britain is just going to win this. Like, usually at this point they just bully Russia whenever they want. Yeah, they have already landed in Karelia. No problem at all. Got Krakow. Oh, we got a thick Egypt. Are they independent? Yes, they are. They actually start as a protectorate of Ottoman Empire now. But now they got thick. And it looks like they're in a fine situation. So we might be having a strong Egypt this campaign. Yeah. Great Britain is doing pretty well in here. Not entirely unexpected. And now law debate failed. Like my favorite kind of rolls. Plus 1%, minus 10%. Okay, this is starting to look kind of bad. Maybe I should look into just again taking central banking. It's going to be 3 years. I mean, I can't wait 3 years. This is going to slow down in a little bit, but I can't really do anything with it anyways. It's not going to help right now. Companies would be nice in general, but that's... Yeah, this will give me some money at least. Might be just enough. Yeah, our interest is still growing. And unfortunately, all those high taxes and so on are probably not helping with our growing of our economy. Removing trade routes as well. If I can trade with Great Britain, then it's fine. Yeah, like here, for example. We got a drought in Nova Goa, which... I mean, the intensity is actually quite high, but those are not that relevant states. I think I just need to start making money. We cannot really tank this, to be honest. I don't take anything that leads to losing more money. I'm in Portugal. In Gujarat. Yeah, they don't have a port. Yeah, you guys, yeah, they don't have any way to actually support themselves. They have no buildings other than this one port. You guys, you have some rice, at least. Huge population as well. The costs have to go down. And the ports will have to be the way to do it. I'm afraid this has to be the case. You guys only have sugar. You have some fish at least. Which one has the smallest population? 100, 100, 100. They all have the same population, which is pretty much the lowest population you can get, so it's not entirely surprising. Okay, you have fish. That means you don't have a port. Easy. You have fish, that means you don't have a port. And you guys don't have a naval base. But you have bananas. You can live off bananas. It could be the strategy. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And yeah, maybe I just slap on more consumption taxes as well. Screw it, we need to survive. At this point, yeah, as soon as I start making money, the interest is going to go down and eventually things will be slightly better. Very, very slightly, but that's... Okay, we're making money. Situation is improving. Some places are not ideal. They can live with it for a while. Good atmospheric engine though. Do I really care? I mean, coal is fairly expensive. I think I'm paying only 13 of it. It's not that much. I could probably save a bit of money if I just remove this. If I understand things correctly, because I think it's the state buying those, right? Some infrastructure. We are again losing money. We got eruption of a volcano, I guess. And no, we cannot spend even this much money. We got someone who wants to be employed. He's an authoritarian. And don't really like that guy that much. Which is, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's fine, just saying no. In case he does something stupid. People are helping out. Yeah, sure, thank you. Thank you. We need anything we can get. Yeah, actually I probably should have gone for this first. How many convoys will I lose? I will lose 1 million convoys. Maybe not everywhere, but in places that don't need it, definitely a priority. This is slightly better than removing the port. Yeah, we're back to making tiniest amount of money. Yeah, with this depot we only need, what, that's 3,570 weeks to fix our debt problems. So yeah, just a bit of time. No worries, no worries. Yeah, appeasing those guys I think is a good idea. East India apparently got a bit of a buff. And they should have an easier time actually managing stuff. But that's with the DLC, which I don't have unlocked, so who knows how it's actually going to work out in my game, especially since it's a save started before those hotfixes were added. Okay, a lot of stuff is happening. We have Bengal, Hindustan, fairly big nations with decent populations, but I'm actually not sure how it's going to work out for them. Great Britain is in a lot of wars at once, and it looks like they were pushed out of no, wait, this is another war? Oh no, they are still at war with Russia. Because they have actual war goals. But they got Persia, and they are actually pushing into Caucasus, which is okay. Yeah, Russia is just getting pushed around every time they fight Great Britain. At least in the early game, though. I haven't really seen Great Britain just fall apart without my intervention. And this is like 3 wars? 3 separate wars? Yeah, okay. I assume Great Britain is still going to win all of them. This is a fair amount of troops. Maybe if their AI is distracted enough. It seems like the rebels are pushing, at least for now. And did the war just start immediately? It might be something that helps a lot for the rebels. We're building stuff in Hudson Bay, Ontario. Really nice. I guess that's... So, I mean, that is a huge win. To be able to build in the entire British Empire. Pretty much, because we can build in Great Britain and all of their subjects. Which includes Persia at this moment, so... Too bad there's no oil going around. Netherlands joined the Zollverein. I'm not sure if that was actually historically plausible. I think being German was one of the requirements, but it seems like they managed to go around it in this timeline. Wow, we are actually making more and more money. The economy is saved. Austerity saved us in the end. Wow. Is this? This is just a colonization war. Alaska is being occupied. Yeah, I should have probably sold it to the Americans. Might be too early for this, but the Americans are not even on that coast. And they don't... Wait... Oh, okay. America has slightly bigger problems than Alaska at this point. Oh my god, this is not going to be a good game to be American. Though I guess Mexico is going to have the game of probably ever, the greatest game ever. We have people complaining about a lot of stuff, which is very fair, but also nothing I can do about it for the time being. And investment pool is gone. That didn't last too long. We are not constructing anything at this point. Well, too bad. Still, I'm actually surprised it's 17k for our tiny economy with just tiny economy with even with huge problems. We're actually auto-researching nationalism, which is going to help a little bit. I will have enough authority for another tax. Central banking is going to help a little bit. I mean, we have 500 more from minting. The interest is going to be a bit smaller. Right now, we're just trying to lower interest, basically. Oh, yeah, I stopped. Oh, that's why the money problems increased. I stopped being a major power, which means the interest rate increased. Yeah, that's the problem with small nations. I remember at the beginning when Victoria 3 was released, everyone was just saying, yeah, just go into debt with construction and there's no problem. And that's true as long as you play as Great Britain with laissez-faire, right? Oh, they have so many movements. I thought this was the wrong screen. And the Afro-Caribbeans, I have quite the voice. Who's... They start with protectionism. I think they can flip to laissez-faire quite quickly, right? I mean, they have fairly strong industrialists at the start, and yeah, the monarch is industrialist as well. Jingoist, the Leopold of Hanover. What's our heir? Because yeah, I know our queen is a reformer, but the heir is a landowner traditionalist. And yeah, already starting to bolt around the corners over here. Great. Yeah, seems like Hyderabad. They noticed they polls in Hyderabad. Yeah, Wait, it's the same name. Hyderabad. I thought there was one letter difference, but maybe no. Industrialists are back in business. And they actually love me. Wow. This is pretty nice. Faster research, intelligence that doesn't like me. That would be really useful right now. This is going to be a white piece, probably. Yes, some Indians actually managed to free themselves. Probably doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But, yeah, good for them, I suppose. Okay, seems like our balance, it's not really stabilizing as much as I would hope. Our GDP is definitely stabilized, though, which is not great. We can make them like us more, or we can make the intelligence like us more. I think having good relations with our only land neighbor on the mainland would be pretty nice. Strengthening Catholic Church is not something I love doing, but now we got the jingoists on petite bourgeoisie as well. Okay, excellent. And we got people fighting against Macron, I suppose. Fine by me. Yeah, I'm not sure if we've ever been in such a bad situation, though. On the other hand, it's still only 1846. Okay, this is not a good look. Portuguese mass immigration. I remember reading up a bit more about mass migrations on the current patch, and I think it's fairly nebulous how it works. Like, it is possible for pops to actually migrate from places of higher acceptance to lower acceptance under certain conditions, so it's not entirely clear. Mass migration attraction. Now they want mutual, which I don't really want. Yeah, it looks like there are mass migrations starting, so maybe I should... No, I don't have the money. Yeah, as long as I can, I will probably move to edicts to increase mass migration potential, but not for now. I will just say no. And see how they react. Hopefully they are just going to be fine with it. And they will continue to have rights to invest in Great Britain. Out of RNG lack. There have been some things that have been really lucky in this run, I think, like passing the culture laws really quickly. It's probably going to be setting us up for a lot of stuff for the rest of the campaign. My management of economy has been a bit more for the course, unfortunately, but maybe with some more time, with some more tech. And what are the investors doing? They're going to privatize tooling workshops in southern Colombia, which is not really the greatest way to use their money, but I suppose... Yeah, they're just privatizing stuff. So they're basically giving money to Great Britain. This is the one negative of this. So instead of this investment fund going to my treasury through privatization of construction, but I'm also not building anything, so I guess this is not too bad in that sense. And yes, said my capitalist owning stuff is pretty much always going to be good. Yeah, right now they own more in Extremadura, they own more in Great Britain than they own in Portugal. Still more Portuguese here, and Beira, the only patriots, are actually investing. Actually, no, let's see all of them. They are investing mostly in Portugal, but not exclusively. Who could not invest a little bit, at least, in Canada or India? Let's see how the other places. Yeah, you guys only have 3 buildings. You guys are slacking. And you guys... Oh, this is... You guys are working hard. Oh, damn. Pretty decent, I guess, financial district. Yeah, I mean, eventually long term, I suppose, this is going to be pretty nice. I think, yeah, in investments we gain seems like we're gaining from investment quite quickly. And eventually, if we manage to keep access to the British Raspops, oh, I guess Hyderabad is back under default. That didn't last long, and they're puppets already as well. We got nationalism, which is pretty nice actually. So we can put more taxes on our people. Yay, they must be just giddy. Yeah, I suppose. Give me some sugar. Actually, that's putting more taxes on it means less sugar, so that's not ideal, but yeah, let's watch this line go down. Usually, you know me, I love to push the debt up, but that's why I increase the GDP, so I can have more debt. But in this current situation, oh, I guess we have a lot of time to focus on the laws, huh? There's pretty much no way to get anything better out of economic system. Agrarianism, I suppose this wouldn't be the worst thing. But at the same time, it makes going into laissez-faire more difficult. Yeah, because then landowners would be more pissed. This is actually something to consider, but maybe I will not be risking it for the time being. Yeah, moving out of mercantilism would be nice, but that's really not a priority. Oligarchy is fine. Monarchy is... I mean, as long as people like it, it's fine. We are having more money here. That's really nice. Even though we are stagnating. And the interest is going down, so that's something that's going to eventually help me out. Those laws are fine. We could get more... I mean, we could afford more institutions, frankly. This is just not really changing much. I mean, I could try this again. What's our government? Yeah, I think landowners, though, are not as happy. No, they actually are okay. Yeah, too bad intelligentsia just got crashed for some reason. Yeah, with this, I assume Stal would go into full power of Catholic Church if they go into negative. Let's see. Intelligentsia would be at 50. Okay, I mean, let's roll it on the schools. It'd be really nice to get the public schools. And no, it's only -8. It's neutral? Even though they... I guess... Okay, does it say... it doesn't say which numbers are what stands, but I guess -2 is still neutral, which is fine. So now 8-8, that seems okay-ish. We got Ottomans starting a war with Egypt. I don't believe it's their first war. Yeah, and now Brits are taking Djibouti. Oh yeah, I remember Brits were supporting Egypt, I think, in the previous war as well. We got a heat wave in Gambia, which doesn't really matter, and this is bad, but tough. And yeah, I think this is going to be a good place to make a cut. So yeah, we managed to find the money somewhere, somehow. And we also are owning more and more stuff in Canada, Australia, India, and even some in Great Britain, if I recall, like something in Lancashire. Probably not how you pronounce it. You pronounce all the shires differently in Great Britain, so yeah, you can let me know what's the correct pronunciation. But yeah, GG guys, and see you on the next session.